Hey Explorers, it's Kaylee. We left you off last where we had gotten some warranty work done on our rig in Tucson, and we made it to Phoenix. We ended up setting up in the dark. And of course, this was our spot where we were here a whole month, and so we had to make sure everything was like perfectly set up. We're staying at Lake Pleasant, which is actually 45 minutes north of Phoenix. It was actually one of the only spots that we could get during the month of November that wasn't age restricted. So that's kind of the problem in Phoenix, is there's so many age restricted spots. Lake Pleasant met all of our requirements, and we were able to get a really nice spot for the whole month. They had the pool and the lake was right there, a little chilly to get in. So the first week we were in Phoenix, Steve actually ended up flying back to Colorado for work. So it was just me and the kids. We did homeschooling, and then I worked, and then we went and explored because I had found a Groupon to the Wildlife World Zoo, which was about a half hour away from our campsite. And we had so much fun there. They had a ton of animals, they had an aquarium, and it was just a great afternoon spent just exploring and hanging out and beating the heat. I think they're fighting.
Go home to do your part. So does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you guys ready to meet our sea lions?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Well, out here in the pool this afternoon, we have 2 of our 6 sea lions. Here in the middle with me is our 7-year-old male Crockett. He is our biggest sea lion right now. He's weighing in at about 365 pounds.
Jeez.
We are in the cell phone lot, patiently waiting for Daddy to come so we can pick him up. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you excited, Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a whole week without Daddy, and that's the longest the kids have ever gone without seeing Steve. So that's a lot. So we're excited to see him, huh? Just waiting for the call.
But the one thing we did get to do was go to the Grand Canyon. And the Grand Canyon had been on our list pretty much from the beginning. So we dedicated a Saturday to that. And being in just outside of Phoenix and going to the Grand Canyon to the North Rim was a long drive. So we woke up really early and we drove the 3 hours. Pretty cool, Maya. Addie, what do you think? Can you see the trails and such? So we're waiting at the bus stop. We made it to the Grand Canyon, and we're at the visitor center here. We're about to hop on the yellow or orange, I think it's more orangey, the orange bus stop to go to our trailhead. We're just gonna do, I think it's 1.8 miles round trip, and it's on the South Kaibab trailhead system, or trail system, and so we're excited to do that. Shouldn't be too bad. Steve's still nursing his ankle. I still have a little bit of a bummed knee, but I think we'll be able to get that in. We're going to Ohh Ahh Point, which should be really fun and beautiful. So, and yeah, it's really nice out here. It was a little chillier than we had thought. Everyone was looking at us because we're wearing shorts, like Steve over there, wearing shorts and short sleeves. So luckily we had brought some jackets. But
It's warming up nicely, and I think we'll be warm, especially as we're hiking. Learning how to use our trekking poles. Addie picked the back of the bus, huh? You can stand for now.
Good morning. Thank you, you too. Yeah. That is beautiful.
Alright, so
So we just finished taking the bus ride back from the South Kaibab Trail. We went down to
we went to the Ohh Ahh point.
Ohh Ahh point, which was like
What'd I say?
I don't know. So it's roughly almost 2 miles round trip, and I don't even know what the elevation change was, but it was substantial.
It was only, I think it was only about 1,000 feet. Okay.
Also the weather change.
Well, yeah, because it was shaded.
It was shaded and stuff. So, but it worked out really well. It was a fun hike. I actually enjoyed hiking up more than I liked hiking down. We bought these poles in our bags, and I really liked those. I think those were a worthwhile investment. We spent $25 each. So
But I'm gonna look into these hikes that my wife took us on
this one's not
because we're
bad.
beginners and we're going up and down these hills.
A 2-mile hike.
Even though the doctor told me to stay off my ankle,
Anywho,
or take it easy.
take it easy. I'm gonna drive us down in Flagstaff.
We're gonna go get some lunch down there.
some lunch, and then we'll
See
head
what's going
back
on there.
Towards Peoria. So we're about 3.5 hours from where we're at right now. So
Yeah.
it was overall fun.
It was
I give
good.
The
It was
Grand
really-
Canyon big thumbs up. It was beautiful,
Yep. Oh, it
breathtaking.
was gorgeous.
We took some photos at the end, like right at the Ohh Ahh point. It was just Steve wouldn't go close,
Oh,
like heights. But Addie and I went pretty close to the edge, and my
Yeah.
legs almost gave out on me just because you're like looking straight down. So that was like
Yep.
overwhelming.
But it was good. It was good.
Beautiful,
And
and
it's
really loved
beautiful
it.
because all the shade made it look like a different color.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really liked it. Jeremiah, you got anything to say?
There's our son wrapping it up.
The other reason we picked the Phoenix area for November is we had convinced Steve's dad and sister to come down and visit with us for Thanksgiving. So Steve has an aunt, and she lives just south of Phoenix, or just south of Mesa, and we had convinced her to let us all come over for Thanksgiving, which this was a first time ever occurrence that is now in the books, which was awesome. So we ended up having Thanksgiving with a bunch of Steve's extended family for the first time ever. And that was really special. Such a great time to hang out and enjoy and just really appreciate that traveling full-time has allowed us to visit family that we wouldn't normally get to see or just see occasionally. And so Steve's sister, they live in Colorado, so they drove down with their trailer and stayed at the same campground as us. And then Steve's dad came down as well with him. I have a new goal, and that is to run a 5K every month in every state that we go to. And so Phoenix was the first one that I got to do, and Susan James, Steve's sister and brother-in-law, were able to join me on it. It was really fun to be able to do that as an adventure and do it together, and just help kind of set me up in a path to, just keep getting healthier and stronger every day. So we went to the Phoenix Zoo with Steve's dad, with G-Paw, and it was such a fun day just to hang out and have fun.
Come. Whoa, look at them. Beautiful.
So I think the big lesson we learned with being in one spot for a whole month is to have a plan. So we got really complacent because we thought we had time to go do stuff. And about half the time we were in Lake Pleasant, it rained, like downpour rain. So we couldn't really go do anything. And so we actually, I feel we lost a lot of time in things that we could have done because I wanted to go hiking in Sedona. I wanted to go tour a little bit more in Phoenix. We had talked about going up to Flagstaff and to other spots as well, and it just didn't happen. And so I think for us is to really have a plan of where we want to go and what we want to do is key for us. And we were kind of tired of being in the same spot for a whole month. And so I think we learned a really good lesson just with starting our full-time journey, and a month is too long, clearly, for us, but maybe a week or two might be a better option. I don't know. Our next few spots we're moving pretty quick. So we'll kind of get a different flavor of what that looks like. That wraps up our Phoenix tour, and we had so much fun and enjoyed spending a lot of time with family. As always, keep exploring, hit that like and subscribe button, and thank you so much for following along on our adventures.
Okay, go do it.
I'm coming for you.